Here is the recipe that I cook in this video. Feel free to screenshot, write it down, or copy from the description. If you look up stovetop mac and cheese recipes, you'll find that most of them go something like this. Melt butter in a saucepan. Add some flour and stir continually to create a roux. Once lightly toasted and smelling nutty, slowly pour in some milk, stirring continuously until it forms a bechamel. Lower the heat and melt in some sharp cheddar cheese. This process will take about 10 minutes or so and requires constant maintenance to ensure nothing burns. Once done, add elbow noodles and serve. These recipes will result in something like this, which, to be honest, is pretty good. The main gripe I have is the texture. I don't know how easy it is to see in the camera, but the sauce has this weird graininess to it, probably from the flour. You also have to make sure to eat this hot, otherwise it might get clumpy and less appetizing. I did happily finish this bowl, however. A far easier way to do this is by replacing half the cheese with American processed cheese. This stuff contains emulsifying salts that will help make a nice and creamy sauce, and will taste great when mixed with some strongly flavored cheddar. I first saw this method used by Adam Ragusea, and frankly, I don't understand why this hasn't become the main way to cook stovetop mac and cheese. Just see how easy this is. First, add some water to a small pot and add salt until noticeably salty. Bring that to a boil and pour in a cup of dry elbow macaroni. While that is cooking, take another small sauce pot and add a tablespoon of butter and half a cup of milk. Heat that on medium-high. While that is melting, shred a 50-gram block of cheese. This is pretty much exactly a fourth of those 7-ounce bricks you find in your supermarket deli. Once your butter is melted, stir it and the milk together and add 3 slices of your processed cheese. Stir for 15 seconds or so, and add the sharp cheddar. Stir continuously for about a minute and a half until everything is melted. Grind in some black pepper, shake in some garlic powder to taste, and that cheese sauce is done. Now just lower the heat to its lowest setting and stir occasionally until the elbow macaroni is done. Just take the noodles, strain them thoroughly, and add to the cheese sauce. Now, the sauce will look very loose at first, but it will thicken as it cools. While that happens, we can prepare a topping. Now, you could toast some breadcrumbs, but that would require dirtying another pan. I recommend just crushing up some crispy snacks. I'm particular to pork rinds, bugles, or if I want some spicy zing, some Takis. You can either toss them in a plastic bag and whack them with a wooden spoon, or just toss them in a food processor and pulverize for a few seconds. Add that to the mac and cheese, and enjoy. A bit of a shorter video today, but I hope that this has been helpful. Once trying this, I haven't made the Kraft mac and cheese since. This really is a much better tasting product for roughly the same amount of time. Next week, I hope to show you how I make popcorn on the stovetop. Thank you.